Camper World sucks. Don't ever go to Camper World. Hi, I'm Andrielle. If you've been following me for a while, you might have found me from my narcissism content because I left an overt, grandiose narcissist and went to a covert narcissist. And then I had my starting over apartment. And then now I just got this van, which I do love the van. So I don't know if you can see, and I'm going to give a tour. I'm going to do the whole full van tour, okay? We're going to do it right. But it's been a process dealing with Camper World and this whole situation. So I kind of just wanted to get on here and give a review really of Camper World, because it's like, on one hand, I'm super excited about getting this van that I do love, and on the other hand, it's like it's been a nightmare dealing with Camper World. So they kind of ruined the fun process for me. But either way, I do love the van. I don't know if you can see, but I mean, I'm at the beach right now, which is why I wanted, let me see if I get focused. But that's why I wanted to do the van life. Just so many reasons. Everything just made sense for me to do this. Not to mention like saving money with the rent, for the amount of rent I was paying for the location I'm in really sucked. And, you know, I'm like an hour away from the beach, which is ridiculous. And anyways, just so I wanted to do this video, or do videos going from the process of leaving my apartment, moving out of my apartment, you know, from the beginning stages, so you can see, like, if you're interested in van life as well, or just whatever, you can see the process of what I'm having to go through with trying to get moved out of my apartment and getting switched over to the van, etc., etc. So I'm at the point I only have a couple of months left of my lease, and I wanted the van so I could you know, just like know what I can fit in here, do a little bit of practice in it before I'm in it full time. Like, I wanted to have time to adjust to van life, because I'm a person that thinks about their decisions, and I'm very methodical and planned and thought out. And what happened with Camper World was just insane. So, you know, I've been researching vans, and I've been looking on like Van Viewer, and there was another one, maybe like RV Trader or something. I was looking up vans. I was going in person to see all these different vans, okay? So the van I had wanted, I mean, it was just a little small van. There was not a bathroom. They had one of those like cassette toilets in it. But, you know, there was a bed, there was a little bit of cabinets, there was a little sink. They had like a pull-out grill thing you could grill outside with. One of those burner things. I forget what they're called. Propane. It ran off propane. But, so it wasn't anything big, and they had this like big battery too, so you could like plug in. That was the solar battery. So anyways, I was looking at that. It was $35,000, okay? So, I mean, obviously I don't want to like pay $35,000 in cash, so I was trying to get a personal loan. Well, for some reason, even though I have good credit history, good payment history, like really good credit, always had good credit, always made my payments, never filed bankruptcy, nothing like that, okay? So I could not get a personal loan, and I just thought, that is so weird. For just $35,000, it's not even a big deal. So my plan was to get that loan, have it paid off quickly, you know, and then live basically rent free. But so God had other plans, because a friend of mine suggested, why don't I go to like a Camper World or something like that and just see what kind of options they had. And I saw like an ad pop up on Facebook for Camper World, that they had vans. So I'm looking at the van. There's a van I like. I'm like, okay, I'll go to Camper World, and I made an appointment, whatever. And I just wanted to go in really and talk about financing options. So before I know it, the guy had me there all day, okay? So I'm going to try to make a long story short, but he told me this van had a generator. It didn't end up having a generator. By the time I got out there, it was 7:30 at night to do the walkthrough with the tech. So no one else was there by the time this was all said and done. I got there at noon. I didn't leave till like 8 o'clock. I was there all day. I had my dogs with me. I was hungry. I was tired. I was confused. They definitely took advantage of me being a woman in there by myself, not really knowing like what I'm doing, but I see now why salespeople get the bad rap that they get for being sleazy salesmen, and they'll do whatever it takes to make a sale, and they don't care if their customer's actually happy. Because obviously, so I got out there and found out at 7:30 at night doing the walkthrough there's no generator, and I'm like, well, that changes everything about the deal. Like, the whole point is having a generator, because I'm a single woman doing this alone. I'm not trying to get in and out of this van messing with a generator. You know, I want to press a button from inside and turn on the generator for safety. Plus my dogs, like, my dogs need air conditioning. That was the whole thing of the generator, you know. I have my 2 babies with me. They're my babies. Like, hello. So find out there's no generator. I'm like, okay, that changes everything, you know. Well, so what's he do? He goes and grabs a big ass box of a generator, throws it in the back of the van, and is like trying to get rid of me, because apparently as soon as you sign the paperwork, then, you know, they could give a shit less about you, and they don't care, and they're just trying to get rid of you at this point. Even though before that they're like, oh, anytime you need anything, you just let us know. You call us anytime. You can come to any Camper World anytime. Okay. So I'm like, okay, well, I need the generator situation. Like you told me something that was false. So, you know, we need to fix this. So I'm like, okay, well, that generator's not going to work. Like, what do you want me to do with that? This isn't the van you said it was, you know. And, you know, they just had me in a whirlwind all day. Like, he kept taking my phone. Like, he said he needed to look up something on my phone, like a pay stub or something. And he just kept taking my phone and like, da-da-da. And I'm like, I don't know. I was just so confused. And then he'd like take off with my phone. He'd come in and out of the office. I was sitting there at the desk, like, waiting a lot of the time, and then he'd come back in and hurry up and do this, and then hurry up and do that. And he's like, well, we have to do this, we have to do that. I definitely got screwed on the trade-in value for my car, which I tried to bring up, but then he like hurried up and rushed me off to something else, and then something else. And it was just such a whirlwind. And I'm like, I even kept saying, I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, I don't even know what is happening right now, you know? So I kept taking off my phone. And the guy comes back, he's like, oh, well, you're approved for the loan. And I was like, oh my God. Well, you know, I was like excited and happy that I was approved, because I was worried from before that. Like, what's the problem with me getting a loan? I didn't understand why I couldn't get a personal loan. I guess those are just a lot harder to get. But I don't even want to talk about the price of this thing, okay? Basically bought another house, but anyways, I mean, we're here now. So anyways, this is not the van I had in the first place with the guy. So I went back up there the next day because he kept shooing me off. I went in the building at 7:30 at night. No one was in the building, which then they were arguing with me, telling me, no, we're not allowed to leave until the last customer is gone. We were here. I'm like, you weren't anywhere to be seen. I did not see a single soul in this building, and he's out here rushing me off now that he made the sale. You know, they're just trying to get rid of me. Nobody's listening to me. So I go back in there the next day. I'm again there for like 3 or 4 hours that day. It's a 45-minute drive to get there. Like, you know, it's wasting my day at this point. But so I go back up there. I'm like, I can't use this generator that you just threw in the back of the, like, I can't even lift that thing. What do you want me to do with that? Like, this is not the van you sold me. You lied. Or whether he knew or not, he didn't know, whatever. The van is not what they said it was. The whole point was I need a van I can actually use and like run the air for my dogs, and that I can use. Like, it wasn't usable. So okay, so I go back the next day, there all day again. And then my best friend, Heather, she won't care if I say her name. We joke all the time that we're going to make like a keeping up with like besties besides the Kardashians. She loves watching the Kardashians, and I'm just like, ugh, no. Like, we would have a funnier show than they are. And we actually worked hard for what we have. And, you know, it's just like, I just can't stand people that have just gotten handed everything and they're like bratty, and I don't know, it annoys me, because it's like, if you know me or my story, I've had to work my ass off to get where I am and have everything that I have, you know. And, you know, God has blessed me. But that's okay, because it's like the challenges just make you stronger. The challenges make you stronger, and that's okay. And that's what I'm here to hopefully help inspire and encourage people by telling my story. That's all I really want to do. I feel like people can learn through me, just like with Camper World, okay? Don't go to Camper World. So anyways, I go back up there. Anyways, it was 2 weeks long of dicking with Camper World and them just telling me basically that it was my fault. And I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't have came up here as a single woman, basically. But like, you should be making sure your customer is happy. If they cared about their customer, we wouldn't be in this mess. And they obviously don't. As soon as they make the sale and you sign that paperwork, they look at you like you're scum. Even when I walked in the next day, the sales girls are like looking at me like disgusted that I'm even there, like annoyed. I'm just like, what the hell kind of customer service is this? So in looking it up, we found out that, they had been involved in quite a few lawsuits because of how they treat people, how they operate, how they do business. So just like, well, if I only knew. But I do have a van that I love. But I mean, again, with the price, and I ended up having to, they wouldn't fix it with the generator and just put me in a van. Like, they should have just switched it out or done better with pricing. It's like, again, I had to go trade in the van that I tried to go back the very next day and tell them, like, this isn't going to work. Can I just get back my car? Like, this van's not going to work. I just need back my car at this point. And they're like, well, you drove it off the lot. I'm like, well, yeah, because no one was listening to me last night. Nobody was here. No one was listening between, the salesman that just wanted to get me out of there and the tech, which it wasn't his fault. He was just doing the walkthrough with me. He didn't even have anything to do with it, really. But it's just like, no one was listening to me. Like, so I came back the very next day. I'll just take back my car. Like, I can't use this van. I can't use that van without a generator. It's not going to work, So, and it, like, you lied and just how they're treating you. But it's like, okay, so I had to trade that in. Got more higher on price again. So now this is obviously more of a payment. It is still cheaper than my rent was, though. So, but either way, it's just like, I don't know. It was a disaster. Just don't go to Camper World. Save yourself the trouble and hassle. Though I do love this van. It is everything I want and everything I wanted in a van. It's got a bathroom in the back, if you can see that. There's a bathroom back here in the back, which is great because the other one, the bathroom was like right when you walk in this side door. And there was a little seat here with a table, and it just took up a lot of room. There was just too much room that it was taking up. Like, this is such a much more open floor plan. So it's got the bed here in the middle. Here's the kitchen. When you first walk in the sliding doors, the kitchen. And then you go back and there's the bathroom, which has a shower and a toilet and a big wardrobe closet above with 2 drawers below. So I will get into a tour video when I get more time. I just want to be able to do a really good tour and do a good tour for you guys. But I do love the van, not to mention it's beautiful, like the colors I love, and it's really everything I would need because my family was worried about me about doing van life. They're like, you're a little too high maintenance for van life. And I'm like, guys, I'm really not that high maintenance. Like, I mean, it's not that bad. Yeah, I get my hair done, I get my nails done, whatever. But it's like, I just couldn't justify staying in this apartment that I don't even want to be in. It feels like a dungeon. I feel trapped. It's like my soul feels trapped in this apartment that I'm just not happy. I'm not happy. Though, it will be sad to leave because it was a big milestone for me and a big milestone with leaving the narcissist. It was my starting over apartment. A lot of emotion. There was a lot of emotion and a lot of healing that went on in that apartment. But it's like just another reason I feel like it's time to let go. It's time to let go. I want to be out here. I want to be in the open road. I want to be in the open world. Like, I just want to travel and explore and enjoy and live my life. Life is short, and I did not plan on being here single again at 37 with no children besides my fur babies. So it's just like, Why not? What better time? What else am I doing besides I want to get out here, help people, share my story, bring awareness to narcissism. If you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you have to get out and go no contact. It is the only way. And that brings me to, so I don't know if you know, whatever. If you don't, you will. You'll know now. But my course, I created my course, Breaking the Trauma Bond. So it kind of helps with not only leaving the narcissist and breaking that trauma bond, but also it bridges the gap between that and your spiritual awakening, because they go hand in hand, whether you realize it or not. If you're not having your spiritual awakening after leaving the narcissist, you've got inner work to do. You've got some, more digging to do. You've got to go deeper. So that's what this course helps with. Leaving the narcissist, breaking the trauma bond, and going into your spiritual awakening and manifesting. I don't know who, we'll just block that out. Manifesting. Let's turn maybe. There we go. Manifesting your dream life. Okay. So there's that. And then we just started the 30-day Boundary and Badassery Challenge, which is part of a community to join. You can join for $17 a month, which is great because this day and age, you can't find a lot for $17. And so this is part of being in a community where we're going to have monthly challenges. You're going to have support. You're going to have love and just support and encouragement. And it's a safe space that you can come and be with other like-minded souls that are on their healing journey, on their path to healing. And I'm going to be there every day, showing up for you every day. So if you have questions or anything, go join the community. This is where I'm going to spend the majority of my time. I'll still be here making content and putting out free content and everything. But this community is like my baby. This is my safe space where we can go. I've been wanting to do this for a while and just make a place we can go. And I think when enough people join, I'm thinking of going ahead and doing group coaching calls, so we can start having once a month, maybe just do a group coaching call where you can do a hot seat coaching and just have love and support from other like-minded people that are going through leaving a narcissist, trying to navigate their spiritual awakening, right? Breaking the generational curses, ending the trauma. There's just so much to it, so deep. We're going to get deep in this community, guys. We're going deep. We're going there. We're healing. We're doing it. We're doing it. This is the place to go. And not to mention, it's $17 a month. There's nothing that's $17 anymore. So it's I just wanted a place to go because I love you guys. I wanted you to have a place to go because we're not meant to do it alone. We're not meant to do this alone. So I just want you to know I'm here for you. And I know what it feels like to feel alone, but you're not. You're not. And that's what this is for. That's what this safe space is for. So, okay. So go join there. I will be sure to put all the links for everything down in the description below. But I guess that's about it. I think I can wrap up here. Camper World sucks. Never go to Camper World. And making sure my mic's on. My earbud's dying right now. But anyways, I guess that's it. So, sorry, I keep looking at me and not the camera. I'm going to work on that. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's it. I'll put the links in the description. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below. Let me know where you're at in your journey, in your healing journey. If there's anything I can do for you. You know I love you. You know I'm here for you. It's not about me. It's about you. Even me telling you this story of Camper World is just to forewarn anyone. If you're on your journey or wanting to, think about van life, I advise against Camper World, okay? Terrible, terrible people. Terrible people. So, okay, that's it. Thank you for watching, you guys. Stay tuned. Follow along on this journey. I will come out with a van tour soon. So, just follow along, and I hope to see you guys in the community, all right? I love you so much. Join the challenge, Boundaries and Badassery. It's all through May, so we're only on day 2. So there's plenty of time to join. So, and either way, just come be a part of the community forever, because we're always going to be healing and growing and learning, and we'll always have each other. So, okay, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, love you. Bye.